name's Andrew Kade.
And I'm Bradley Kissinger.
Today is December 2nd.
And this is your Warrior News.
The counselors have some good advice about social media at Central Junior High.
As a parental decision, I think your parents know the maturity level that you are, and I think that would at least minimum be middle school, but I know a lot of like Facebook, you're supposed to be 13. So again, I would leave that up to the parent. Social media is a lot of fun. It's a way to communicate with people, to keep in touch with people that maybe are not in your city or town, family across the country. I also feel like it's used for news and spreading information, and also can just, be a way that you can express creativity by photography or different art projects, etc. If you do any kind of research on, unfortunately, predators that are online, I think in any given day there's over 50,000 predators that are on gaming, social media and video sites, and just waiting to engage with you in conversation. And so many people that are adults will pose and act like they're teenagers to develop a relationship with you, and then you're in severe danger because they usually ask you to meet them somewhere, and you guys have heard and read the news from there, so you need to be very careful with who you're communicating with. Most of the time, bullies get caught because another friend sees the post and screenshots it. So I call that a bystander of the victim. So let's say the victim gets a mean text and they screenshot it, or there's a mean post on Instagram and one of the friends takes a screenshot. Then they usually come and tell Officer Byers or myself, and so it's usually just people observing what the bully is doing and turning it in. Well, corporations and even, for instance, one of the boutiques in Fayetteville that hires teenagers and college girls, the manager told me that one of the first things she does is go and ask the employee for all their social media accounts, and she just makes sure that you're representing yourself well, and often if you have inappropriate things on there, whether it's your name or pictures, that she will not hire those people. So in her interview process, she investigates. And I think that's happening a lot in corporate world. It's called a digital footprint, which means that they're looking at who you are online as a person and if you have good character or not. So you just need to be really careful and think about not just currently, but how what you're posting could affect you in the future.
The social media I use is Snapchat, Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter.
Oh, social media. I use Facebook, I have Instagram, and I have Snapchat.
I use Instagram and Snapchat.
My parents see what I do on Snapchat and what I do on Instagram and Twitter.
No, my parents don't check my internet.
I mean, they can, but they don't. They just have a trust in me.
Yeah, I started about 3 years ago.
When I started using social media, I was about like 7 or 8.
Probably when I was 10, I started using Instagram.
Oh, I've been told to be very careful about who I'm talking with, to only talk to people I know. And yes, to be careful about sending pictures, because They never go away.
Don't post something that can come back to haunt you later in life.
I like that because I'm deaf, I'm able to talk to other hearing people. I'm able to share things with friends that normally maybe can't communicate with me.
I just like that you can keep in touch with your friends and just have fun.
What I like about social media is that you see friends in the past and what they do over the summer.
Here's a feature of why our students love being warriors.
I really enjoy being a warrior because I like all the friends that are here, and I really like the teachers and like how everyone's so nice to everyone.
My favorite thing about being a Central Warrior is the band.
What I enjoy most about being a warrior is the football games and the pep rallies.
The thing I enjoy most about being a warrior is going to basketball and cross country.
The thing I like most about being a warrior is that we get to wear our blue and gold, we get to beat Southwest, and we get to have the glorious t-shirts that we have.
Central has plenty of star athletes and coaches, and here's a little feature about them.
My sport that I do is track, and the event that I do in track is discus because not a whole lot of people do it, and there's more likely a chance of you getting a scholarship to go to college for it.
I play volleyball. I enjoy it because I get to be with my friends and have fun with all of them and be a team.
My name's Kade Tucker. I play basketball for Central. I like to play basketball because it's really competitive and it fits my competitive spirit, and I like to get buckets.
I play football because my dad's a football coach.
My sport is football, and I play it because my dad's a coach, and I enjoy it because you get to hit people hard.
My sport is cheer, and I just enjoy it because I like to cheer on the teams at the football games and the basketball games, and I like to lead the pep rallies.
My sport is dance, and I joined the dance team because it's a really fun way to get involved at Central, and you get to go cheer all the games and even go to competition.
I run cross country, and I run it because the rest of my family runs it, and I love it.
I coach basketball, and I enjoy coaching basketball. I played basketball and baseball growing up, and I love sports and athletics, and I love the competition and the camaraderie that came along with that. And I knew that I wanted to have a career in athletics, and for me the best option to do that was to get into coaching. I graduated from high school in 1991, and I went to the University of Arkansas from 1991 through 1996. My first coaching job was in Hope, Arkansas, and I coached football, basketball, and I taught civics there. Over the years, I went to different places like Arkadelphia, Blevins, Arkansas, Emmett, Arkansas, and I coached different things like football, basketball, baseball, volleyball, softball, and track. My favorites to coach are baseball and basketball. So that's pretty much me. I just love sports and athletics, and that's why I became a coach.
Come out and support all of our athletics. Here's a little bit of information about our Central cheer and dance teams.
We really start preparing in June when we go to camp. So we start putting together our stunt groups and figuring out what we're good at as far as stunts go and tumbling, where our strengths are. And then we start with our choreography in September, the early part of September. So we add in some competition practices before school. We come in on Mondays and Wednesdays at 7, and then also add in Saturday practices as well. This is our busiest time of year because we have football games and we're preparing for game day and pep rallies, and then we also have our competition season the same time. That moves straight into basketball season. Sometimes they overlap, and we'll have 2 games a week at home for basketball season. After basketball season ends, the very next week we go into tryouts, and then after tryouts we start working with the new team for the next year. We'll start practicing, and then we go to camp in June, and it starts all over again.
I've been in gymnastics since I was little, and there was a cheer team, and it's always been something I wanted to do. You do a round off back handspring and then you flip and do a layout. Cheerleading's always been something I've looked up to since I was little. Definitely the football and basketball games.
I love that the cheerleaders take it very seriously and they work very hard and they want to be good at what they do and they want to show their strength as athletes and prove that cheer is just as tough as other sports. Here at Central, it's awesome to be a part of that kind of program. Not all schools have that, so I really like it.
The team learns all of their choreography in the summer. They learn 4 routines and they start working on those in the summer, and then as the year starts and progresses, we go through and kind of just take each routine and kind of really try to dissect it and make sure that we have all the details worked out in it and that it looks as good as it can be. We practice every day during 6 hour. We have practiced Monday nights after school until 8 p.m. For the past 10 weeks. Grew up dancing my whole life. I knew the long-standing history that this school had as far as their tradition and excellence in dance. And so when this job came open, I was really excited to take it because I knew I'd be getting a great group of kids who wanted to work and I knew had some good talent that I could really hopefully have some good success with.
I've always loved dancing, and I thought that it would be a great opportunity to get to dance for my school and cheer on football and basketball during their seasons. 3 dance competitions. The first one was in Van Buren, and the second was in Fayetteville, and then this one today was in Bentonville. Probably hip hop, because I can just go out and have fun, and it's basically something I can do around like the house and with my friends. My favorite part of dancing is like being able to express myself and like show my feelings, and the expression like dance it out. It's helps me just show what I'm feeling and who I am. Hard work did pay off because we got first and everything, so it feels really good to win.
Warrior basketball is going strong. Here's a little information about the teams.
We're preparing right now during practice. We're spending a lot of time on offense and defense, just trying to get ready for any situations we might see throughout the season. We'll see a lot of different teams that play a variety of defenses and offenses. So again, we're just trying to be prepared for any situation we may play against. Am I nervous? I'm always nervous about the season coming into it. You know, we spend a lot of time preparing, so you know, I'm always anxious to see what happens. But it's a good nervous. It's one that we're ready to play and excited about it. So we're looking forward to the season. Right now, no, we haven't started playing yet, and in practice, you know, we have high expectations. So, but they shouldn't have met them yet. Again, we're getting better every day. So that is, I guess you can say they've met that expectation. But you know, I'm proud of their efforts, and they're working hard. They're going to be a fun group to watch. They play well together. They like each other. They play for each other, and I think you're going to have a good time if you come out and watch them. So, no, just come out and support these guys. Again, they've been working hard after school every day for this upcoming season. So, again, they're going to be fun to watch, and come out and cheer us on.
This upcoming season, we're pushing into like our limit in the practice and really focusing on getting our head straight and worrying about more in the practices and just getting ready for it. Yes, I'm nervous. It's hard for us because we have stress on us because our season's coming up really fast, and I hope we come up with a good season this year.
We started working really hard in the off season. We had practices all summer long. We worked on a bunch of fundamentals. We worked on a lot of conditioning drills, and so we should be bigger, faster, stronger this year, so we should be able to hold our own a little better. We are still working. I have 15 kids on the 9th grade team, and 10 of them are actually 8th graders. So we've improved a lot since last year, but my expectations are still pretty high. Our goal is to make it to regionals. As young as we are, that would be an amazing goal. As a coach, I'm nervous about every day of practice, every game. If I wasn't nervous, I think it would be time for me to stop coaching, so I'm nervous about everything. I'm very proud of these girls. It's an amazing job to get to work with amazing girls every single day, whether we have a good practice or not. They're amazing kids, and I am blessed to be their coach.
I mean, it's pretty cool being on the Central basketball team. I mean, sometimes we get out of class early, or, I mean, just having our amazing teammates with us is just the best part, the amazing coach. We come to practice every day and work really hard and give our best 100%. I'm not nervous at all because I have faith in my teammates and stuff, so I have a pretty good feeling that we're going to do pretty good.
Hello Warriors, I'm Nick Luchel, and welcome to this month's special segment of a recap of this year's conference championship between your Central Warriors and Bentonville West. The Warriors come into this game undefeated and look to keep it that way against the 7-1 Bentonville West team. To start the game, the Warriors went 3 and out, and a blocked punt put West in scoring position. But Central's goal line defense held strong and forced West to miss a 32-yard field goal. With the momentum, the Warriors drove down the field and finished with a 4-yard touchdown run by Emmanuel Smith to take the lead 7-0 with 4:42 left in the half. Later, a 3-and-out and a turnover caused by Max Pena set up a 32-yard field goal for all-around player Max Pena to extend the lead to 10-0. Before the half, Hunter Wood had a big interception and helped Central secure a 10-0 lead at halftime. Not much happened in the third quarter with light rain and tough defenses, which led to many punts. At the end of the third, Central still leads 10-0. It seemed another punt was at stake for the Warriors, until a well-executed fake to Griffin Clampett, who took it 44 yards to the house to seal the victory for the Warriors, 17-0. At the end of the game, Coach Forringer and the conference champions commemorated the win with their annual team prayer.
All praises go to God.
Then celebrated with a loud team chant.
Push the man in the river! Push the man in the river! And hung him out to dry! And hung him out to dry! We can win conference! We can win conference! NL time!
And there it is, the Warriors three-peat as conference champions.
There's always something going on in the halls at Central Junior High. Here's a little something about the science department.
So the Newton's Car project was a project where the students designed and made a car. And what we were doing is we had just gotten finished with our unit on figuring mass and momentum and velocity and things of this sort. So they used the force equals mass times acceleration formulas to come up with the speed that the car went. They went ahead and timed it, they got the mass of it, and we could figure the momentum and things like that when we finished the project up. Well, first we had to go through the Newton's law formulas, so the kids had worked formulas. Then they had to design the car. Then we had to go ahead and race the car. We had to time the car, we had to get the mass, and then they used that to fill out a project at the end. So those are the steps. One of the main things is that the students learn that force, if you have the same friction and stuff like that, that the reduction in mass increases the velocity. So the lighter cars essentially would go faster. And it also shows them the process of design and how they design things can actually have an impact on how quickly they go and stuff like that.
We're doing an experiment with cars and putting baking soda and vinegar in them and seeing how far they can travel. We're learning about the different mass and friction and rolling friction with the car and how much rolling friction it would have and stuff. Well, we have CDs as the wheels, and then we have a Santa and a little sleigh and stuff.
I'm learning about distance, velocity, and mass. I enjoy doing an experiment like this because I get to work with people I don't know and I get to know them better.
Thanks for tuning in.
Have a great day.